Valorant new map. Okay. Here is the video. Okay. And Valorant new skin bundle. Okay. ठीक है, पहले पहले बंडल देखते हैं नया वाला. फर्स्ट लेट्स सी द न्यू बंडल. ओके, गेम का आवाज बंद कर देते हैं. वॉइस अप करो थोड़ा, वॉइस अप करो. हेलो 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 हेलो, माइक चेक चेक चेक. आई नो यू वांट मी. लो भाई, कर दिया भाई, वॉइस अप कर दिया. वॉइस अप हो गया, वॉइस अप हो गया. TRX1 लेट्स गो. आज इतनी जल्दी कैसे? 12 बजे करता हूँ स्ट्रीम. टाइमिंग चेंज किया ना हम लोग ने. इमोशनल मैच, एवरीवन वांट ओनली टीम टू विन. वांटेड ओनली टीम टू विन. अभी नया. ओके गाइस, सो नया बंडल आ चुका है स्किन का एंड लेट्स चेक इट आउट. रिकॉर्ड करते हैं. ठीक है गाइस, सो नया स्किन का बंडल आ चुका है एंड लेट्स चेक इट आउट. कैसा है, क्या है? लोग कह रहे चेम्बर का है. ये गन को टेढ़ा क्यों पकड़ा है? पहले मेरे को एक बात बताओ. ये नीचे हीरो का एक नीचे हीरो पे ओहो, नीचे हीरो को मारने के बाद हीरो का लोगो आ रहा है यहाँ पे. FPS के लगने वाली है गाइस. तुम्हारे FPS के तो लग गए, जिनके भाई लो एंड PC है ना भाई. ये जो एक एक चीजें बढ़ती जा रही है ना. ओके, फिनिशर. आजकल ये लोग काफी ऐसा AOE वाले ये दे रहे. तो ये बढ़िया लगा मेरे को, ये वाला बढ़िया लगा. ठीक है, और देखते हैं कलर्स देखते हैं. मैंने सुना गोल्डन कलर है तो गोल्डन कलर ही देखेंगे डायरेक्ट. ओके ओके, गोल्डन कलर. हेलो हेलो, ज़्यादा तेज हो गई वॉइस. अब क्या कम किया? पूरी भाई गोल्डन वाला देखो क्या दिख रहा है. ओहो, नाइफ देखो, नाइफ नाइफ दिख गया, नाइफ दिख गया. वो इंस्पेक्ट एनिमेशन है. इज दैट इंस्पेक्ट एनिमेशन का कुछ ब्रो? गोल्डन का फिनिशर लग रहा है. वो चेम्बर के ट्रैप में आने के बाद कैसे एक AOE फटका पड़ता है तो ऐसा लगेगा. गोस्ट इज वेरी गुड, डैम गुड ब्रो, डैम गुड. रिकॉन गोस्ट से ज्यादा लोग ये गोस्ट. साउंड के क्रिस्प है भाई. ये जो टेढ़ा करके जो मार रहा है ना. ओ व्हाट वाज इट? ओ भाई, ओ भाई, ओ भाई साहब, भाई बच्चा बनाया भाई. अच्छा, गन के ओ माय गॉड, गन के कॉर्नर पे भी दिख रहा है. ओहो, RGX जैसा बट किल काउंट के बदले वो फोटो दिखाया है. गोल्डन देखते, गोल्डन कलर में. इज्जते इज्जते. हाय 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 भाई. बुलडॉग को इज्जत है. बुलडॉग खेलूंगा मैं अभी से. RT 3090 भाई साहब, देखो भाई गजब है भाई. वेलकम टू स्ट्रीम गाइस, सबका बहुत बहुत स्वागत. रैंडमाइज्ड व्हेन यू बाय ईच राउंड. क्या रैंडम मतलब? 4 ग्रिप एंड फार ग्रिप. ओ, ऐसे पकड़ा है और ऐसे पकड़ा है. ओके, खुद रैंडमली आएगा वो. अर्ली एक्सेस मिला क्या? नो नो नो, देयर इज नो अर्ली एक्सेस. इतने जल्दी अभी तक वो नहीं है, वो आएगा अपने हाथ से. टेंशन ना लो, जल्दी आएगा. ओ हो. हाँ, ऐसे पकड़ रहा है और ऐसे पकड़ रहा है. वो जो नीचे ग्रिप होती है, इसका भी डायरेक्ट गोल्ड कलर ही देखेंगे हम लोग. ओके ओके, pretty good. I'll say pretty good. बढ़िया है, बढ़िया है, बढ़िया है. RGX Outlaw is, I guess so, it's much better, but I don't know. Once it comes in hand, then only I can say the RGX Outlaw is good or this one is good. Okay, nice sound. Okay. Pretty good, pretty good. Outlaw is pretty good. Oh! Damn, RGX से better है. RGX से better है. Now that's a real game changer. Oh there. Oh ho ho. Holy shit. 6x comes 2x, 6x का 3x या 4x का 2x, जो भी कहो. Let's see the vandal now. वो ये क्या है भाई? ये क्या है भाई? Bro, ये क्या है भाई? What is this? नमस्कार बाबू, welcome to stream. I want to see the golden one. I want to see the golden one. Golden one. Whoa, whoa. Bro, what's that pick? एक मिनट. वो ADS पे खुल रहा है क्या? राइट क्लिक पे. या ADS कितना फास्ट मारा है रे. ये रेड वाले बंदन को क्यों देते हैं? ओके. ओके 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 ओके. साइड में एडीएस लगाया हुआ है गन के राइट साइड में, सो दैट्स व्हाई वो एडीएस के लिए ऐसा खोल रहा है. ओहो, ये बढ़िया था ब्रो, ये बढ़िया था. ओह, ही कैन सी द गन. एक मिनट, वो गन का मैगजीन का बुलेट दिख रहा था भाई. नाइफ के पीछे हेड हंटर के सामने वाला दिया है. रैंडमाइज्ड. ओके भाई, ये कुछ बढ़िया चीज दी है. फार ग्रिप एकदम गन के आगे पकड़ा है. यहाँ पे गन के मैगजीन को पकड़ा है, गन के एकदम आगे पहले में मैगजीन को, एंड उसके बाद एकदम गन को क्लोज में. ओके, द साउंड. होली शिट ब्रो, साउंड इज गुड, साउंड इज गुड, नॉट गोना लाई. बुलेट्स भी गोल्डन है? ओ भाई 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 भाई, ये बादशाह दिखा रहा था भाई. ये what you can hold the animation if I'm not wrong. If I long press Y, it can hold the animation. Reload and ये रुक कैसे रहा है बीच में? How it's like stopping? Inspect, ये पूरा inspect animation ही ऐसा होगा शायद से. बढ़िया, let's go for a knife. I'm not seeing the knife. मैं डायरेक्ट गोल्डन कलर पे जाने वाला हूँ. ये रहा. ओके, चलो एनिमेशन तो देख ही लिया यार. आइए, नाइस है. ओ वो वाला नाइफ है. एक मिनट, मेरे को समझ गया कौन सा वाला नाइफ है. ये मैंने इसका एक वीडियो देखा था मैंने. आप देखते हो कि नहीं पता नहीं, जहाँ पे मेटल से फोर्ज किया जाता है वेपन्स, उसमें इसने दिखाया था. ये लगा के जब गर्म रहता है ना, वो उसको ऐसा दोनों साइड से फिक्स करके ऐसे घुमाया जाता है. ऐसे घुमाया जाता है नाइफ को, ताकि ये वाला स्पाइरल वाला एक फील आए. ये तो इसमें तो एक ही दिया है स्पाइरल, एक ही बार घुमाया है थोड़ा सा. उसमें 3 बार घुमाया था. मैंने इसका यूट्यूब पे वीडियो देखा था. होली शिट. ओके, वेरिएंट 3. Each swing has a different animation and return animation. Holy shit. What? Okay. Okay. That's good. दो मार रहा है ये राइट क्लिक पे, वैसे देखा जाए तो. ओके, घुसा के खोल लिया भाई. That's good. अच्छा है. नाइस. ओ गोल्डन देखो, गोल्डन में डिजाइन दिख रही है क्लियर. भाई जॉर्ड लग रहा भाई, कुछ भी कह दो भाई. ये वाला जॉर्ड लग रहा भाई. मजा आ गया देखिए. हाय आई जॉर्ड है. चलो अभी देखते हैं मैप. तो पहले गाइस तुम लोग बताओ, ये बंडल लेना चाहिए या नहीं लेना चाहिए भाई. चैट लेट मी नो, ये बंडल लेना चाहिए नहीं लेना चाहिए. बीजीएमआई का कैंटेड साइट. हाँ, राइट. यस. मिलन भाई वेलकम टू स्ट्रीम. मैंने मैसेज पढ़ा था, मैंने जानबूझ के नहीं पढ़ा. बिकॉज रिकॉर्डिंग चल रहा था तो वो वीडियो के बीच में मेरे को एडिटिंग करना पड़ेगा। सबका बहुत बहुत स्वागत, जिनका भी मैसेज नहीं पड़ा, रियली सॉरी। एक बार आप फिर से लिख दोगे अगर आप अभी भी स्ट्रीम पे हो तो। कॉड एम एक्स वैलो मतलब ये एक टाइप का साइड स्कोप है। यस यस यस, बुलेट भी गोल्डन है। इट्स ऑल गेमिक। इट्स ऑल गेमिक मतलब किसका गेमिक है? आपका पीसी स्पेक्स बताओ, एक्सक्लेमेटरी स्पेक्स। वॉच माई रूम टूर देखो, नाइट बॉट तुमको एक क्लिप दे रहा होगा, वो चेक करें। कॉम्पी क्यू कब एंड होने वाली है? आई डोंट नो, आई हैव टू चेक। हीत पटेल सही आंसर है, नाइट बॉट में ग्लिच है। अरे यार नाइट बॉट को देखता हूँ, मेरे को सही आंसर है तुम्हारा वैसे तो। गाइस बंडल लेना चाहिए नहीं लेना चाहिए, चैट में बताएं, चैट में बताएं बंडल लेना चाहिए नहीं लेना चाहिए। तब तक हम नया मैप देखते हैं, ठीक है?
Valorant's brand new map called Corrode in all of its glory.
Corrode.
Now, Riot were generous enough to give me early access here, so I wanted to make a video for you guys, essentially just showcasing the map itself and where you will find yourself. But firstly, I just want to say that actually just showcasing the map.
अगर आपने कभी BGMI खेला है तो BGMI में वीकेंडी में एक ऐसी जगह है, लिटरली एक ऐसी जगह है। BGMI में वीकेंडी में एक ऐसी जगह है जहाँ पे ये सेव लग रहा है मेरे को उसके लिए।
And
obviously
where
it's
you
not
will
copied
find yourself. But firstly, I just want to say that the design itself for this map I absolutely love. The idea is essentially that
जो भी लोग येलो बैकग्राउंड लगाते हैं प्लेयर को, उनको चेंज करना पड़ेगा। दे हैव टू डू इट पर्पल और रेड ओवर हियर, बिकॉज़ येलो में बहुत कैमोफ्लेज होने वाला है।
it was originally this French
There are so many spots for sage.
castle town, but then it got
Green
transformed
walls.
instead into this radionite salt mining facility. So you get this really cool mix, you know, obviously you got some medieval architecture up there and just all around. Then you've also got all of this industrial sort of equipment to assist with the salt mining. But yeah, I will work my way through the whole map in this video. I'll just start off from an attacker's perspective. If you want to take a look at the mini-map though, just pause the video there, zoom in.
Okay, मिनी मैप देखे हम लोग। भाई बहुत बड़ा मैप है ये, क्या है ब्रो? लेना चाहिए लेना चाहिए लेना चाहिए। कॉम्पी क्यू का लेना चाहिए लेना चाहिए। स्पॉन्सर करो भाई, स्पॉन्सर करो भाई, मेरे पास पैसे नहीं लेने के लिए। गिफ्ट में भाई, देखते हैं इस बार कौन गिफ्ट करता है। ले लो भाई बंडल, आपके पास। मेरे पास नहीं है मेरे भाई, मेरे पास नहीं है पैसे। ओके सो अगर हम बात करें यहाँ पे अटैक में, यहाँ से बाप रे बाप, और डिफेंडर्स यहाँ तक आएंगे। ओके डिफेंडर्स यहाँ तक आएंगे भाई। बहुत लर्क होने वाला है, बहुत लर्क होने वाला है भाई, मतलब डिफेंडर्स बहुत आगे आने वाले। ठीक है एक बार यहाँ पे देखते, इमेजिन कर लेते सेज यहाँ पे वॉल कर देगी या आगे यहाँ पे आके वॉल कर देगी फॉर श्योर। इसमें सेज पीक होने वाला है एसेंट जैसा। एंड देन ए साइड पे अगर हम देखें तो काफी ज्यादा जगह है छुपने के लिए, बाप रे बाप। ठीक है चलो यहाँ से चले, एंड यहाँ पे छुपने के लिए जगह है। साइड ऐसे बॉक्स के जैसे अंदर है। ओके साइड में दो जगह से एंट्री है। इट्स ऑलमोस्ट लुक लाइक ब्रीज का बी का एंट्री जो है, देखो वैसे ही है ना, ऑलमोस्ट सेम है ब्रीज का। काइंड ऑफ अ ब्रीज ओवर हियर। थोड़ा आगे तक खींच लेते, विंडो रहते तो ब्रीज ही हो जाता पूरा। एंड मिड की भी अगर बात करें, ऑलमोस्ट ब्रीज ही मैप है ये। अरे इमेजिन कर लो ना, 2 मिनट के लिए ब्रीज ही लग रहा है ये। पूरा ब्रीज का लेआउट है, देखो यहाँ से स्पॉन है, यहाँ से तुम एक ही तरफ जाते हो, ये बीच में जगह छोटा सा ऐसा एक जगह है, यहाँ से तुम ऊपर आओगे, ये मिड का जगह तुमको ऊपर देखने के लिए, ये यहाँ से एक गली जहाँ से स्नाइपर शॉट्स लेते हैं, ये दरवाजे से एक ही तरफ जाते हैं, ये ए वाला जगह है, ये थोड़ा सा एक्स्ट्रा एड ऑन हो गया। ऑलमोस्ट जैसा वैसा ही लग रहा है मेरे को, पर थोड़ा सा बड़ा कर दिया बहुत ज्यादा।
Whatever, take a look at some of the callouts, the general layout of this map.
Big map
It is
भाई।
obviously just going to be
मैप
an
वाला
A site
हो,
and a B
नवीन
site.
मैप
We have
वाला
no C site to worry about here.
6:30 आ रहा है
Mid,
मैप
of
को।
course, is going to be pretty important, but I'll get to that later in
Let's
the
see,
video.
let's see how it
And
is.
then there aren't
Let's
really any
see.
gimmicks or anything as well either, you know, where on Abyss you could fall off.
Okay, there are so
on
many
those, you've got
spots.
breakable doors, rotating doors, nothing like that going on here. It's just a fairly standard map, more or less, although it's more just like the design and the layout that makes it unique. I think the way that Riot described it was that there were layered defenses and fallback
I
positions.
disagree
So
with
we'll
uniqueness.
take a look at a few of those. I'll start off with the bi-face barriers, though, just towards the A site. So this is A. You got mid over there. That's the furthest you can go as an attacker for now. The bi-face barrier is going to be right up here. And you'll notice that this is the sort of neutral space that no one has at the start, because the defenders will start back here. And so if you are
jet dash मार के बैठेगी भाई वहाँ पे,
and this barrier drops, you can like immediately hold this angle and stop them from pushing out. So unless they do a smoke or maybe have an omen that can teleport across,
Opper's gonna get
watch this angle as an attacker.
Bro, Opper's gonna get the fun.
Alt orb right here.
Astra also gonna get the fun.
But yeah, that's A main, or is it A main? Yeah, that's A main. Nothing crazy is going on, but when you get out here is where things get really interesting. So
but he has a cool Wendell and cool new map.
We'll get to mid later, but
Where I'm gonna do
That's
that.
where it is. On your left, there's this one box to watch out for.
Guys,
as
make
you're
sure to hit
attacking.
like those who are
And
new on the
up
stream.
there
Make
to
sure to
that
hit like.
room is the A site itself, but there is another side here where you can also go through elbow. So you come up here, it's elevated. Another box behind there to watch out for. Come through here, watch out for that corner.
Bro, so
Another
much
box that
so
can
much
get behind
hiding
right there.
spots over here.
Come through this way.
It's gonna be
There,
damn
I guess,
difficult.
well, it's called crane on the map, but people will probably just call that CT, I would imagine. So that's where the defenders will be coming from. You come through here, and then this is the A site itself. And it's indoors,
Damn.
which is pretty unique for Valorant. I don't think we.
Yeah, this
on
one
top
this
of my
one
head,
is
there isn't
this
anything-
one is unique. This one is unique. Not gonna lie. This one is unique. It kinds of reminds me the that game.
like that, but
The Spectre Divide. It's kind of
I
a
could be
that.
mistaken. Yeah, it definitely does seem like the site itself is pretty small and nothing crazy going on. And what makes it complex is all
Why?
this extra space on the outside.
Can you
wall,
imagine?
and nothing crazy going on, and what makes
Breach ult from here, from A yard, top. No one gonna get into the site, I guess. After planting, no one gonna play in the site. Either they'll come here aggressively, or they'll go here, or they'll come here, or someone will hide here. जो भी यहाँ से आ रहे हैं.
it
Bro,
complex.
this
There's
map
all
is
this extra
insane.
space on the outside to fight
Welcome to
for
stream,
instead,
guys.
but
Bharia,
I mean,
it's
as far as
damn
default
great.
goes, you might find people planting here a lot. In a perfect world, you'd get it down like right in the open for everywhere, but it just
Bro,
depends on a round by round basis, I guess. And then yeah, if you come through CT here, obviously this is just going to take you into the defender spawn. So the defenders will spawn right in here. This castle in the background. This map is so sick. Yeah, this is where the defenders would spawn in, and to get to the A site, obviously just
it's too much in
where you came
grayscale, like
towards the
a
left
single
here.
color a lot
and
of
if you're a
time.
defender, obviously we saw earlier the biface barrier is right there. So maybe you want to
By watching the map, it's kind of a boring for me. By watching, okay? By playing, I don't know. Like,
this corner behind the box.
watching the
and if
map,
you're a chamber,
not too much
you have a
colors.
TP set up like back here on side or something. So one and done sort of angle here, and then fall back to side. We've got mid as well, but don't worry about that for now. Instead, let's pivot towards the B site and attacking it. So here's the other entryway to mid from the attacker side of things.
Okay,
Mind
mid
that's
se
where the
देखते,
biface
mid
barrier
se देखते.
is.
Valorant खेलना
And
का
then
था.
towards
Oh,
B,
I'm gonna play
you can
Valorant now.
from this far. So again, I'll just give you a little overhead view of this neutral space here.
Campers
The
gonna
defenders start
enjoy.
all the way back there, and then this is the space we are working.
Welcome to
So
stream,
in
guys.
this
सबका
case,
बहुत स्वागत है.
compared
Like,
to the
subscribe हो
other
जाए
side of
फटाफट.
things, it is definitely going to be possible for the defenders, you know, to shift walk up and across. So you will have to be mindful of this area.
Okay.
Enemies could be there. And in general, this sort of reminds me of like Sunset B main, where as you're coming through here, you have to worry about the left side. But
Oh,
otherwise, this orb does feel sort of free for the attackers. As long as you just get one person ahead of you to
right,
fight for that,
right.
then you should more or less be fine to just pick up that orb.
Or
Things get
busy
pretty
or
hectic towards the B side itself, though. First and foremost, right on your left, you've just got
Breach
a
के
nice
मजे
little
भाई.
right
Breach.
judge
If
corner.
someone
B
is
side itself,
taking the
though,
orb,
you should more or less be fine. to
Breach
just
can
pick
do
up that orb.
easy conquest from this side, and they can pick. Even this guy can pick.
Things do get pretty hectic towards the B side itself, though. First
Orb
and
is kind
foremost,
of a
right
baiting.
on your left, you've just got a nice little ready judge corner right there. So watch out for that little.
What?
cubby.
What is? अरे भाई
You have
underground
heaven all the
है.
way up there as well.
Oh,
You
oh,
can't always
that's
wanna
heaven.
select that off.
That's
You have
heaven.
heaven all the way up there as well.
Holy
That's- you
shit.
can always want to
Holy
select that
shit,
off.
there is a
Right
heaven.
up there. Once
Wow.
again, we have mid. So
Opper gonna get
mid over
fun,
there
guys.
will might
Opper
have that
and
smoked off. We only
shotguns.
have 2 smokes.
I think so. I think so. In this map, Oppers and shotguns are gonna get fun, bro. For real, for real. Oppers gonna have too much fun, and also as well as the shotgun people. I don't think so. This map is more for Vandal. This map is for Phantom, Shotgun, and operators like Outlaw, Marshall, and
I think
Operator.
those would be your 2 priorities. There
It's
is
good,
one
it's
more
good,
entrance.
it's
So
good.
the site actually technically has 4 different entrances.
So many spots for shotguns.
Because the defenders can also come through here. So I'll just quickly show you
Neon,
off here as
guys.
well. This is the
Nerf
elbow.
neon, please.
The defenders, you know, there's 2 different levels of elevation here they could play on.
Okay.
Look down to the site. Then of course that is where the defenders. spawn
DE does
themselves,
too. It
so
looks like a CS map.
there,
DE
so I
does
was showing you
too.
before. They can go through elbow, or they can take the stairs. up
The heaven
to
is
heaven.
cool.
This angle
The
can go
heaven,
through elbow.
heaven stairs. They have made something different this time. Like there is an elevator spot over
They
here.
can take.
That's really good because you can literally. Why it's cool? I'll tell you. It's not just because of design.
There, that's what I was showing you before.
Even if you're shift
You can go
walking,
through elbow.
if you press jump, they can hear you. If anyone in the side, they can
or
hear
they can
you,
take the
your
stairs
jump.
up to heaven.
So that's really cool. If they would have given the normal stairs, it will be like impossible to listen.
And they have
Yeah.
this angle down onto the
That's
side.
good.
Now, one thing I saw is that anyone
Omen,
can make these
for
jumps,
Omen,
but
it's-
on, like, for example, like Haven, where Jack
Okay, they're gonna be a Sage. I was pressing the V. Sage walling down here.
Now, one thing
On this box, climbing up, bro.
saw
This
is that
shitting.
anyone can make these jumps. So unlike, for example, like Haven, where Jet can get down from heaven onto the
And
boxes.
it's damn
and they have this,
upside.
go through elbow to the side. Now, one thing
I don't think so. इस साइड से कोई आके I don't think so Sage यहाँ पे वॉल कर पाएगी. जैसे नॉर्मली हेवन पे ए पे क्या होता था? हेवन पे नहीं, हाँ हेवन मैप पे ए पे सेज इजीली ऊपर वॉल कर सकती थी. I don't think so यहाँ पे कर पाएगी.
Actually, technically has 4
It's two up. It's two up. I don't think so Sage can wall over there. That's why they did that. That's why they did that.
Show you off here.
It's a little bit higher. Maybe.
The defenders can also come through here. So I'll just quickly show you off here.
Maybe if Sage can come here and then jump and then wall, but still it won't be possible to do it on the right spot. It's difficult though.
As well, this is B elbow. The defenders, you know, there's
nice map.
Different levels of elevation here they could play on.
It's gonna be my favorite map very soon.
Then of course that is where the defenders.
Chambermain, yeah, true. Chambermain ke maze.
That's what I was showing you before. They can go through elbow.
Chambermain
they can take the stairs up to
Chambermain, Omen, Neon.
And they have this angle down onto the side.
Jet.
Now, one thing I saw is that anyone can make these jumps. So unlike, for example,
those who can
Haven,
go easy in and easy out, they're gonna have fun.
Boxes and like float across and stuff like that.
Here, easy in and easy out.
That. And then over to this box as well, anyone can also do. So I mean,
not good for Phoenix. Not good for right now.
On that box could be pretty deadly. Yeah, I think the different elevation levels make this site pretty interesting. You know, you could hold it from down here, probably see people's heads.
Oh, easy heads, easy heads.
Probably a pretty common angle, although you don't really have anywhere to go if you're playing back here. Now that I think about it,
right.
As far as the default goes, this corner back here, it'll just seem pretty natural and safe to people, I think. And one thing I already found is that if you plant the spike on that back wall, or really just anywhere in that area under there,
is it a wall bangable?
An insane one way. Or I mean, I would assume most controllers will be able to do something.
Can we do a wall bang from here?
Like, I mean, you can see.
पीछे से wall bang होता है?
Corner, yeah, okay, I can see. But if I'm actually on the spike and trying to defuse it anywhere in this area, good luck with that. And then anyone here just has a perfect angle on you.
Right.
Now, finally, let's take a look at mid. For some reason, the biface barriers are bugged, but I will just show you where those are once again.
Okay, mid से जा रहा है.
Start off on either of these sides here. And then this is your little neutral area. This is
mid पे sniper के मजे. Oh my god! Let's go! Let's go! A big space. A big space for sniping.
Actually, yeah.
It's almost like a D does too. You're watching from that terrorist spawn. If you have played CS, that terrorist spawn, जिसके ऊपर आप पीछे जंप मारोगे या वहीं से कॉर्नर लोगे, then there are doors and it reminds me that
you have these boxes to jump on.
Oh damn spot, bro! Damn spot! I'm gonna have fun over here, bro. I'm gonna
actually
have fun
really
here.
important.
Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie.
The biface barrier is
this is really good
here, unfortunately. But at least on the minimap, you can see the defenders start off right here. So if you've got an op, just to, you know, post it up on this angle. As soon as the round starts, you can watch mid. I do like the way this is designed though, because you can't quite see the left side from there. You sort of have to focus on the right.
Oh.
And I believe that you can crouch under that line. Like if I shoot that, for example, and come take a look at, you can see the bullets all the way up there. So if people aren't careful, you might see them if they're like jumping around or maybe a little bit further back. But I want to say you can definitely crouch past that operator.
Got it.
Also with this angle, you should note that you can safely make your way back on top of this box without being seen from window.
Nice.
And peek it from back here. You will just have to worry about that angle there if any of the defenders push up. But otherwise, that's the way that you can sort of double peek there, is by having someone on this box. Someone on the ground as well.
This is nice. Nice explanation,
now it's here, of course. But the other two defender barriers in A and B link,
it's gonna be my favorite map.
So if you're coming to,
I guess it's gonna launch by today itself. Today itself, 6 o'clock. What do you say, guys?
Distance until you can actually fight anyone. Same thing over here from the A-Link side of things.
What do you think about this map, guys? Let me know. Let me know in the comments.
This area before you'll see anyone.
W, those who like this map. L, those who don't.
Very common on this map. Obviously, the attackers will just want to throw that, so not worry about that space. Maybe
yeah, it's gonna get smoked off
between Link and main.
But I'll come out of the smoke.
Is that there are a few nice spots that the defenders can lurk up into. So I wouldn't be surprised if you also find that defenders at the start of the rounds will just smoke that off, and then it just turns into a big neutral space to work with in the middle.
Nice.
Yeah, just quickly, if you find yourself, you know, going towards A from mid. Once you get to this point, the defenders can easily be in this
Sage,
corner, so
Neon, Breach,
here into Link
Sentinel Initiator, in short.
Here, and now this will start looking familiar.
In short, this map is good for Sentinel Initiators. Trust me.
Call this, yeah. And then, you know, the side itself in there, like we were looking at earlier. And if you want to try and go through B Link to B, it's probably going to be a little bit harder because it's so far off.
I don't think so. Koi mid se aayega.
Worry about some of these corners. The corner there isn't too deep, thankfully. They put a like
I don't think so anyone gonna come from the mid lots of time. So probably the nearest place, it's kind of a A. Okay, B is little bit far. 1, 2, 3. Almost like 15 to 20 seconds to reach here. Okay, this time they did like almost equally, but little bit more here. Okay, and also while getting in the side, it's easy on A, not on B.
triangles and angled corner there, but you will have to worry about that 100%.
I think so. This is not a defender map, not even attacking map. This is the balanced map. Because attacker have to do a lot of struggle to get even in the side, and even defenders have to. No. This is attacker base.
And like it's literally
Too many possibilities to go in the side.
straight into the
Best is to play split
Otherwise,
on this map.
Clearing these sort of
Play
things.
split, bro.
It'll definitely make hitting the B site a lot easier because it's just one less thing to worry about, and otherwise this is a pretty prominent angle for the defenders to hold. But it is going to be difficult to do that again with this massive window right here. Having said that, if the enemy doesn't have a sentinel and doesn't have, you know, a trip or something watching this, you can walk up through there and then, you know, flank A site, flank B site, maybe get something like that going. But yeah, otherwise that is everything going on for Corrode. Got both sites there, showed you mid.
Practically, ये map इतना बड़ा है for like Brim is not gonna be here. Brim is not gonna be here. Omen kind of, Clove kind of. Mostly Astra gonna get picked. Astra, and as you can see the Viper. Viper has a big potential over here. Like if you come this side and wall over here, and if you smoke this angle with the orb, Cove, this is good. Even Harbor gonna get a hard pick over here. Harbor is good. Harbor is good in this map.
And then, you know,
Harbor,
flank A site,
Astra,
flank B site,
Omen.
maybe get something like that going. But yeah, otherwise that is everything going on for Corrode. Got both sites there, showed you mid. I think the design of this map is just gorgeous. The castle looks insane. I love all the purple with the Radianite. Yeah, if you guys have any other questions,
we're gonna play
in the comments.
a
If you haven't
customs
already
in
seen
this
the other
match,
videos
yes,
I've
for
made
sure.
for this act as well, featuring like the new skin bundle, the new battle pass, stuff like that. Go give those a watch. But
okay, let's get to the game. What do you think, guys? What you think? What do you think of this game? Let me know in the chat, भाई. जो भी लोग देख रहे हैं, जो भी लोग ने वीडियो देखा है, शॉर्ट देखा है और स्ट्रीम देखा है, मेरे को बताओ ये मैप W है या L है? Let me know, भाई. Let me know.